Welcome live here to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Hauler Parade. First vehicle to go by is the Milo's pace car. We got some more on the way. This is the kickoff to the 2016 July race weekend. It's been race week all week long, and of course, here we are now, Thursday night, getting ready for race weekend. Auto Lotto 200 pace car going by. I believe here comes the show car. Oops, sorry guys. Official pace truck with Milo and the Bond Auto Parts guy, I'm sorry. And here we go, first truck is the number 4, Jimmy John's Chevrolet of Kevin Harvick. Up next is the number 31, Caterpillar Chevy of Ryan Newman. Next up, the number 41, Haas Automation's Monster Energy Chevy of Kurt Busch. Up next, the number 3 car, number 3 truck of the Dow Chevrolet American Ethanol ride of Austin Dillon. Up next, the number 14, Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet Tony Stewart. Up next, the number 27, Menard Chevrolet Richard Childress Racing Paul Menard. A little farther back here is the last driver of the Stewart Haas Racing Camp. Here is Danica Patrick's Nature's Bakery truck. Up next, the number 6, Avocare Ford of Trevor Bayne. Sorry, Ricky Stenhouse in the 17 sometimes runs Avocare. My bad. Coming up next down the line, he won last week in Kentucky on fumes. But here is, arriving in New Hampshire Motor Speedway, Brad Keselowski, number 2, Miller Light truck. Sorry. Next up here is it, number 17, Fastenal Ford of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Up next, the second car of the Penske Racing Team, or Team Penske Fords, Joey Logano's number 22, Pennzoil Shell Ford. Next up, number 16, Cheez-It Ford of Mr. Greg Biffle. Next up, the number 78, Bass Pro Shops Furniture Row Toyota of Martin Truex Jr. Rookie, number 21, Wood Brothers Ford, Ryan Blaney. Now up, number 19, Stanley Aris Toyota of Carl Edwards. Next up, the number 47, JTG Darty Racing Toyota Chevy, of AJ Allmendinger. I knew the Toyota didn't sound right. 2015 champion Kyle Busch's M&M truck is here. Up next, number 43, Fueled by Bacon, Smithfield Ford of Eric Almirola. Next up, the number 20, Dollar General Toyota of Matt Kenseth. Up next, the number 44, Ford of Brian Scott. Coming up next, if we follow the pattern, is the last driver in the Joe Gibbs Racing Camp. Express Overnight, the biggest box in the world. Here is the number 11 FedEx Toyota of Denny Hamlin. Next up, the number 15 HS Scott 5 Hour Energy Toyota, Chevy, of Clint Boyer. Sorry, he ran a Toyota last year. My bad. Next up, the number 24 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet of Chase Elliott. Coming up next, I believe this is Michael Lynette. Yes, his number 46 Pilot Flying Racing Chevy. Next up, Mr. Six Time. Here is Jimmy Johnson's Lowe's Chevrolet arriving to the Magic Mile. Up next, the number 13 Chevy, of Casey Mears. Sorry, making sure I have the right car manufacturers here. Next up, the number 88 Nationwide Chevy of Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's made it to the Magic Mile. Next up, number 38 Front Row Motorsports Ford of Landon Castle. Flat black, number 5 Farmers Insurance Chevy of Casey Kane. Up next, number 34, Front Row Motorsports, hauler of Chris Buescher, has arrived here to NHMS. That's a Ford, of course. Next up, the number 1 McDonald's Cessna Chevy of Jamie McMurray. Next up, BK Racing's third trailer, number 23, David Reagan. Follow the pattern here. Next up is the number 42 Target Chevrolet of Kyle Larson. Last but not least, the fourth driver of the BK Racing stable. Oops, sorry. This is Matt Benedetto, number 83. Sorry, Matt. Next up, this is Michael McDowell's number 45 Chevy. Welcome to New Hampshire Motor Speedway, Michael. Next down the line, the number 7 Tommy Baldwin Racing entry, Toyota Chevy. I believe that is Regan Smith. Next up, the number 98 Premium Motorsports truck, Cole Witt. Here's the number 32 car, I believe, going to be driven by Eddie McDonald this weekend. I'm not 100% sure on that. If I am incorrect, I do apologize. We got a couple more haulers coming. There is a little bit of a gap. A little bit of a gap here in the action. Next up, the number 30 Motorsports Group truck. Now the Featherlight trailer. We got a couple more. This is a typical Featherlight trailer. As you guys know, they follow around NASCAR, because Featherlight is the leading brand in NASCAR's haulers. Here is the official pit tool trailer for NASCAR. And then last but not least, or two more, sorry. This is the, oh shoot, I think it's the Onion Garage. Not 100% sure. And then BK Racing's last trailer. Guess that's just an extra parts trailer. Anyways, thank you all for joining us here for the coverage of this hauler parade. Make sure to stick with us the rest of the race weekend as we enjoy our time here at NHMS. So thank you all, and let the fun begin.